we deal with projects across the state. So even though I may be based in the Northwest region in Karratha, I may have projects further up north in the Kimberleys or even some down south and as far as the Great Southern region. My name is Marco Lengel and I work for Water Corporation based in Karratha in the regional projects team. I started off in the grad program at Water Corp in SCADA Technical Advisor, so my role was to help assist in the SCADA commissioning all across the state. In my second year, I moved up to Karratha as an electrical technical advisor role. I really wanted to stay a bit longer and I was offered a job as a project leader for 2 years up here, so I jumped at the opportunity. The role itself is quite nice because you've got a quite good mix of the office-based work and also site-based work. Our role is quite diverse, and so some of those aspects of our job require us to come out to site. And one of the sites that we've got here is the Harding Dam water treatment plant. I've had a couple site visits through here with some contractors who are doing work for us, and they will come out and take some photos, look at the site itself and confirm that that's exactly what is on the drawings and come up with a design for whatever works we're doing or improving. What I enjoy most about Water Corp is the culture, coming to work and really enjoying who you're working with. It makes a big difference. The team's very diverse, always willing to help out. I put my hand up to be a part of the Mental Health Champions program, which was an awesome experience just to go through the training and not only applying that into your day-to-day work life, but also to your life outside of work has been a great opportunity. Water Corp gives you the opportunity to try numerous things across the business and you can always just put your hand up, say yes. There's opportunities all over the place. The Water Corporation is really good on the work-life balance and the flexible working. I myself do 9-day fortnights, so I have the 10th day off as an RDO, which allows me to go travel and explore the Northwest region. The Northwest lifestyle, which is what really attracted me to stay within the Pilbara and the Karratha region, has definitely been what you can do outside of work. So getting out and about to do your spear fishing or fishing, taking out the boat, going to the islands. And we do a lot of four-wheel driving. We like to camp, take the dog with us, go to the beach. There's plenty of opportunities and things to do. So if you love the adventurous lifestyle, then the Northwest region, Karratha, is for you. You need water for pretty much everything, and to be able to be a part of that, whether it's with projects like this where you're upgrading membranes or you're trying to improve the way that the treatment plant process all works, it's great to be a part of all that. I'm super happy with what I do and I would recommend Water Corporation for anyone looking at getting into it, especially if you're wanting to try something like the grad program. I highly recommend that one. It's given me a lot of opportunity, a lot of confidence in myself.